talk about the biblical apocalypse, many feel a chill run down their spine. It's understandable. The images of destruction, tribulation, and judgment can be frightening. But what if I told you that this message, often seen as a warning, is actually a call to action and transformation? As the world faces crises that echo biblical prophecies, it is vital that we understand there is hope amid the chaos. It's not just about fear. It's about the opportunity to strengthen our faith in God and find peace in turmoil. Before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, do it now. Your subscription is essential for us to continue sharing biblical content that helps illuminate our spiritual path. Imagine the possibility that these challenging times could be the perfect chance to reflect on your life and the paths you have been taking. Instead of viewing the apocalypse as a feared event, why not see it as an opportunity to connect more deeply with Christ? The stories in the Bible, which many consider just ancient accounts, are filled with wisdom and guidance that can lead us through the storm. Now is the time to dive into the Word of God and discover how its message can strengthen us. In this scenario of uncertainty, you may feel small and powerless, but remember, each of us has a role to play. The key is to open our hearts to God's message and allow His glory to shine through us. So are you ready to explore how these revelations can impact your life? And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any updates about these important messages. Get ready, because this journey is not just about the end, but about a new beginning filled with hope and possibilities. In a world filled with uncertainties, it's easy to feel that the signs of the end times are manifesting around us. The speaker highlights how events such as climate change, prolonged droughts, and frequent floods are more than mere coincidences. They echo the biblical prophecies that warn us about times of tribulation. As we contemplate the scriptures, it becomes clear that the despair of the present can lead us to reflect on the greatness of God, who is always with us, even amid chaos. After all, when we look at these signs, we realize that the message is clear. The peace that Christ offers is even more necessary in times of turmoil. And we don't have to look far to find practical examples of this phenomenon. Let's consider the recent epidemic of wildfires that devastated entire regions. These natural disasters not only destroyed homes, but also reminded many of the fragility of life and the importance of seeking God's glory in difficult moments. Engaging in community actions such as helping those who have lost their homes can be a powerful way to spread this message of love and solidarity. By doing so, we become agents of peace in a world that so desperately needs it. As events unfold, the interconnectedness between them seems to intensify, leading many to question, what is really happening? The feeling that we are living the beginning of sorrows described in the scriptures is palpable. However, instead of letting fear consume us, why not use these signs as a call to action? Whether it's deepening our understanding of the Bible or helping others find their spiritual path, every step we take towards God brings us closer to His enduring peace. Thus, we are led to a deeper reflection on what lies ahead, preparing our hearts and minds for the next phase of this journey of faith. Biblical prophecies have been a beacon of hope and a warning for humanity throughout the centuries. The speaker emphasizes that the return of the Jews to Israel is not just a historical event, but a confirmation of God's promises, revealing His faithfulness. This event is not only about geopolitics, but about a divine plan that is unfolding. When we look at Jerusalem, we see it as a focal point that resonates with Christ's message and the quest for peace. This recognition encourages us to reflect on how we can individually contribute to peace in our own circles. Furthermore, the evolution of technology and knowledge is not just a modern curiosity, it is an integral part of fulfilling ancient prophecies. The advances we witness today, such as instant communication and rapid information dissemination, allow God's message to reach every corner of the world. Imagine the power we hold in our hands with social media to share messages of hope and encouragement. When we choose to be proactive in our digital interactions, we contribute to a more informed world, and consequently, one more connected to God's glory. Finally, reflecting on these prophecies invites us to question, how can we prepare for the future? The answer may lie in reading the Bible, which provides insights about the times to come. As we immerse ourselves in the scriptures, we find a guide that helps us navigate life's storms. Thus, understanding biblical prophecies is not merely theoretical, but practical and transformative, inviting us to live intentionally while we wait for the promises yet to be fulfilled. And with this, we prepare for the next topic, where we will explore the historical validation of Jesus and his role in the prophecies. The existence of Jesus is a central point in the Christian faith, and beyond spirituality, there is a wealth of historical evidence that supports his life and teachings. The speaker emphasizes that this is not only about religious texts, but also about historical accounts and archaeological findings that corroborate the prophecies regarding his life and death. For example, documents from historians of the time, such as Flavius Josephus, mention Jesus and the context in which he lived. This not only reaffirms the truth of his existence, but also invites a deep reflection on the impact of his actions on the history of humanity. Another important point the speaker highlights is the accuracy of the prophecies that were fulfilled concerning Jesus. There are hundreds of predictions made about his life, from his birth in Bethlehem to his crucifixion. Each one fits together like pieces of a puzzle that, once assembled, reveals not only the figure of Christ, but also the divine intention behind his coming. By recognizing these predictions, we are led to consider how these truths can shape our own narrative of faith. For example, reading books like The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel can help us better understand how historical evidence intertwines with spirituality. Moreover, this historical validation presents an opportunity for us to deepen our relationship with the Bible and the knowledge we have of Christ. By studying the Gospels, we not only become familiar with his messages, but also develop a solid foundation that allows us to respond to difficult questions and share our faith in an informed way. Thus, the story of Jesus is not merely a tradition. It is a living testimony that resonates in our lives today, preparing us to better understand the challenges and signs that humanity is currently facing as we enter the next topic about global tensions and natural disasters. Nowadays, as we look at the world around us, it's hard to ignore the rise of global tensions and the increasing frequency of natural disasters. The speaker emphasizes that these events are not merely isolated issues. They can be seen as signs that echo the biblical predictions about times of distress. As wars and conflicts arise in various parts of the world, many wonder if we are indeed living in the last days. For example, news reports often show us conflicts in the Middle East, which have deep roots in historical and religious disputes, reflecting the predictive tensions described in the scriptures. Additionally, we cannot ignore the natural disasters that seem to be intensifying. Devastating floods, uncontrollable wildfires, and extreme weather phenomena are becoming increasingly common. These calamities can be seen as reflections of Jesus' words about the beginning of sorrows. A practical example is to observe how communities mobilize to help during these crises. The solidarity that arises amid calamity is a testament to the human spirit and divine compassion. By engaging in acts of assistance such as participating in donation campaigns or volunteering, we not only support those in need, but also become part of a larger message of hope and peace. These signs lead us to reflect on our role in this troubled world and challenge us to find ways to contribute to change. As we prepare spiritually and physically, we have the opportunity to promote peace and harmony in our communities, even in difficult times. As we recognize these realities, we become more aware that every act of kindness and compassion is a light amid darkness. And this light is essential in times of crisis. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, now is the time. Your support is crucial for us to continue exploring these topics and sharing messages of hope and encouragement amid the turmoil. Remember, each new subscriber is a new opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. As we conclude our discussion on global tensions and natural disasters, the next step will be to explore the importance of living a life with purpose and meaning in challenging times. Ultimately, reflecting on the biblical apocalypse should not be an exercise in fear, but in hope and transformation. The central message is clear. No matter how dark the circumstances may seem, there is always a light that shines in the darkness. Christ's invitation to us is a call to action, faith, and compassion, This is a call for each of us to live intentionally, spreading the message of love and hope to those around us. By doing so, we not only prepare our hearts for what is to come, but also help build a more just and supportive world. So before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video with friends and family. Together we can make a difference and prepare for the future that God has in store for us. May this journey of faith unite us even more and allow us to be instruments of His peace in a world that so desperately needs it.